Hi, I'm Toshiba, owner of Cradles to Crayons in Tallahassee, Florida. I wanted to talk about my story, about how I got started, and inspire any young woman who's out here. I started 20 years ago working in the classroom with children. I was frustrated and exciting, very rewarding, but it was actually frustrating a little bit because I did not have any systems in place or know how to, obtain the information that I needed. Um, I went to a conference in Orlando. Me and my husband got super excited after meeting Coach and learning all the systems. Now it took away the fear. And now I wear my logo, I wear my chain. Well, a lot of things that I wish that I'll start there with.
Yep.
As a parent, actually, my children attended here, and when it was Toys and Tots, my auntie was the owner. And I was young. I didn't know what I want to do with my life. With my son, I know I didn't want to drop him off and, be separate from him all day. So I ended up started taking some childcare courses and working in the industry. What was my biggest fear as a parent was, the fear of leaving my child at daycare, because you hear such horror stories about it. So that's how I end up actually working in the classroom. But I always had a love for children, and I wanted to remove that fear from parents as far as leaving their children. So that's how I end up working, getting my courses, done and becoming a childcare owner. But the struggle, what I wish I would have known was the actual business side of it. You see the coloring, the crayons, the circle time, the cute little things you do with kids. But I never, for over 20 years, never knew the actual business side of it. So I wish I would have kind of grasped that, or, knew how important a coach was during that time to kind of walk you through things before I just threw myself straight into just becoming an actual owner.
I
So
love
that's why I'm still trying to learn how to remove myself from the classroom, because it's what I was used to.
That's good. You worked as a teacher before?
I was a teacher for 20 years in the same center I bought.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. How to buy the center that you work in. That is amazing.
Yeah. I feel a sense of relief now being in the school of systems, because now the footwork is basically done for me. Well, I've been like your biggest fan since probably the first video on YouTube, and you gave out so much free, helpful information, and it pushed me to want. That's when I actually started even considering buying the business that I was working in, following you.
Oh.
Yes, but what really jump started me was the conference in Orlando. Sitting at you at that long table, just seeing you in action, just seeing that you're just real, you're raw and authentic, just realness. I'm like, oh wow, it's just, and the way you speak of God, I just like, I love it. I gotta join this. Even if financially I wasn't ready, I knew in the training you said, all you gotta do is enroll a couple more kids and it pays for it. And that's what happened. I enrolled 3 more kids and it's basically paying for itself. So
I love it.
Yeah, that conference it lit a fire under me and my husband. I have learned to my favorite thing is I have a color code system, and that is like the most easiest thing, all the way down to our shirts.
Love them.
Yes, I have a color system with everything, and it works for me. It works for my team. It's just everything is just actually flowing now. I actually got a receptionist desk.
Okay.
I'm taking myself apart. I started postcards. I started doing more things in the community just to get my name out there. I start being the brand. Yeah. So I've learned a lot. No, I have just, since been in the school of systems, I've stopped being so, not really, I don't want to use the word soft-hearted, but I stopped letting, parents and teachers feel like I kind of stepped my game up, if that makes sense. Not really like change any bad habits, but I started kind of putting my foot down as far as payment goes, and as far as, trying to, basically, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with words, coach.
You good. You running it like a business now. It's no more friendliness.
There you go.
Let's
That's
run
what,
this like a business.
yes, that shift happened.
Ah,
Like, yeah, that was the biggest shift. I had to know, like, you're a boss. That's why I wear my necklace. I wear my shirt. I try to look the part. I try to act the part because it's a business and I had to run it as such. So, and with my systems, it's teaching me and allowing me that freedom to be able to, even if I had to step in the classroom, everybody know how things are running now. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Just know that God is gonna supply everything that you need, because that was my biggest. That's why I was stuck in the classroom for 20 years. The fear of, oh, I can't do that. Oh no, that's not gonna, people might not do this or do that. It's just, I would just say, don't fear. Just get you some coaching, pray about it, stay consistent with anything that you do, and everything else it's just gonna happen. Okay, I went to Orlando, and then for the childcare conference with Dr. Andrea Dickerson, and it inspired me and my husband so much to where I was able to come back and put systems in place. Now I have color-coded systems in my center where it's relaxing for me and my teachers to get a better understanding of how the day-to-day operations flow. I also, it took away, just the fear of the niceness to parents, and I'm able to handle my business now like a childcare boss.